Hey everyone, it's Mindy from the OG Sports Network. Welcome to my breakdown show of all 15 Major League Baseball games here today. Unfortunately, been a kind of crazy week. We've had nothing but tornadoes in the area. Last night we had them all night long. So it's been pretty wild. We're out of power in most places. The street lights are out. Like it's just been pretty wild. So hopefully things get back to normal and we can all enjoy our long weekend. But before we get on to the plays, let's go ahead and check out our multi-capper site. You can find us over here at ogcappers.com, where you can find our best of the best plays by folks that work really hard out here. Everything that we have is documented and transparent. You can find a little bit of everything that you like, game versus game. You can find multi-packs. You can find even, say, today is a good day for a multi-day pack, right? So you can go ahead and see Ron Hahn right there, and you can take him and get him for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for your whole weekend. Make sure whenever you go ahead and purchase that you use the promo code OG20 to save you 20% off. And of course, all of our pick packages are profit guaranteed, meaning that if folks like Ron don't turn a profit, you get credits back to your account. And you can see Ron's been super hot. He is our leader over the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days. Ruben is still up there getting it done in Major League Baseball. You can see Mark, CJ, Danny Dimes, a lot of hot folks, other guys like Ben, Tony's VIP, Tiffany, Jerry, and Mindy. Don't forget about the ladies on the site also getting it done in the big leagues. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's go ahead and add it to the stage. 15 games. So basically what this is my model. I have a certain variance, right? After we go ahead and do all of the calculating. Then we have Vegas, the sports books, their opening lines. And what we do is track all of our plays, every single one of them on the money line, run line, and total. And then, of course, from there, we keep stats on everything. So we know how often we hit in those certain buckets. And so that's what we're trying to do for you guys, is to give you those winners right there. So hopefully you guys are excited to get this started. Let's go. We've been hot. Let's do it. All right. First one is going to be Blue Jays versus the Tigres, the Tigers, Ron's team. We're going to go ahead and go over the total. We have Manoah here. He has a 3 ERA over his last 3 games versus Mr. Manning, who has not been looking good. 6.64 ERA over his last 3 games. That's up from an ERA of 4.88 overall. This Tigers pitcher, I don't know. Not so good. He's up 1.58 over that total. Tigers bullpen also has a pretty crappy ERA right now, 6.26. That Blue Jays offense right now is clicking, scoring 1.5 more runs than their average over the last 3 games. That Blue Jays offense have been showing up in a pretty big way, putting up 9 runs there as well. All right, let's go over that total. I got the Blue Jays winning 6-3. All right, next up is going to be Braves versus Pirates at PNC Park. We got Mr. Vines on the mound, who hasn't pitched it yet this year, versus Mr. Falter, who also doesn't have 3 starts yet. I like to look at a lot of recency when I'm picking out these teams, but because we don't have a lot of data, what we do is we take these as they're just going to be bullpen games, basically, right? So we're taking these team ERAs. The Braves bullpen, they have a 1.62 lower ERA than this Pirates team. Braves coming off that big score of 9. Yesterday, the Pirates had that epic fail versus the Giants. We all saw that. Braves offense right now is up 7.78% over the last 3 games. I like the Braves coming in at 58.5%. Braves winning 5-4. All right. Mariners, Nationals. Man, this Mariners group, they've been on a long road trip. Hopefully they'll be getting back here soon, but we're going to go ahead and go over the total. Actually, the Mariners have been doing pretty well on offense, but so has the Nationals, right? Nationals right now, 7.99 on base slugging percentage, doing pretty well. Nationals bullpen right now, not so good, 5.025. We're going to go ahead and get over. You also have Kirby, 4.5 ERA, Gore, 3.52. I have this basically coming out a statistical tie, a 4-4 game, but we're definitely going to go over that 7.5. All right, KC and the Rays. This one features Seth Lugo, who has that 2.21 ERA. He's been getting it done, you guys. Been getting it done. But we got here the Rays pitcher, Mr. Armstrong. He doesn't have anything yet. That's why we're going to go ahead and take a look at the ERA here for this Reds team overall. 5.59. We're kind of looking at this one as a bullpen game, right? Rays bullpen also has that ERA, 4.75. So it's elevated. Royals offense suddenly scoring well over 1.5 more than their projected amounts here over the season. The offense right now for that KC Royals team, 4.5% higher than their season average. Royals capitalizing on those opportunities, averaging 6.34 runs over their last three. Right now, that Royals offense, if we take a look at run scored, average, on base percentage, slugging, they're 13.4% higher statistically on the offensive side. Also, we have a little bit of benefit because of the field here today. That's going to be a 5% park factor for Tropicana to help us get this total over. Have KC winning in a big way, 7-2, but getting us over the total of 8. All right, Dodgers versus Reds at the Great American Ballpark. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, take the under 9.5, you guys. I got the Dodgers winning 4-2. I like the Dodgers here, minus 165 on the money line today, but the highest statistical pick is going to be the under, 64.7. Dodgers starting pitcher Paxton, a 1.93. Suddenly Ashcraft has a little bit of an elevated ERA, not pitching maybe as well as he had been. He has a 5.79 ERA over his last 3 games. And the Dodgers offense putting up 3.7% lower than what they have been here on average. Also kind of go ahead and take a look at what the Dodgers have been doing offensively. Not necessarily great, right? 219 batting average. And the Reds right now, they're 16.6% lower on that league average of runs scored, batting average, on base. So they're overall under 16% underwater. So that's why I'm putting this one at 4-2. All right, here it is, Giants versus Mets. This is our VIP play of the day. Look at this. It's huge, that VIP percentage, 74% of the time. This is a winning play, you guys. So make sure you go to ogcappers.com, pick up the VIP play of the day. You can also use the promo code OG20 to save you 20% when you purchase. All right, here is Bo's Texas Rangers versus the Minnesota Twins. Will be on the Rangers. I'm going to take him on the run line. I'll take him on the run line, even though I have the Rangers winning this one 4-3. So that also looks like an under. But yeah, you have Urena here, who has a 2.04 ERA over his last 3 games. Bailey Ober, a little bit elevated, 4.11. So I like it when I have a starting pitcher that has an ERA of 2 runs less. Let's go ahead and take the Rangers today. 66.3. Have them winning 4-3. All right. Brewers, Red Sox at Fenway. I like Fenway because that always gives us a negative park factor. It is 7% less. So we go ahead and we decrease the amount of runs scored by about 7% on average. This is going to be based off of the forecast, right? Wind, temperature, impact, all of that kind of good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and take this one under the total. Under the total here, 67.3% of the time. This will be the play. We have Wilson on the mound for the Brewers, 2.45, so doing better than his season average. Also, that Brewers offense right now scoring 1.5 less than their season average. They're also 4.5% lower over the last 3 games here. The Brewers are failing to show up. 0 runs over their last, well, it wouldn't be over their last 3, but like their last game. Brewers offense only sitting at 209 batting average. Last 3. Wah wah. Let's go under the total. Having a 3-3 ball game. Statistical tie. All right, here it is, Orioles and White Sox. It is our OG Cappers text play of the day. All you got to do is text the word WIN, WIN, to 223-203-1821, and we will send this play right to your phone, as well as our second best statistical play in the NBA and in the NHL. So you'll get 3 picks just for going ahead and signing up for our text plays. Don't ever be worried, too, if you sign up for text and for some reason you don't get it right away. It's probably because I'm still working on some other plays, and we will get those out to you shortly. But it's our second best one on the board. 71.9% of the time, this will be a winner. All right, here is my favorite matchup of the day, right? The Cubs and the Cardinals. I just love this matchup. I think that maybe the only thing better is Yankees Red Sox, right? I don't know. I mean, you can decide for yourself, but I love this matchup. So we have the Cubs starting pitcher who is awesome, putting up a .95 ERA, sitting right at what he's done over the season of .84. We got Mikolas on the mound here. He has a 6 ERA, not looking so hot. Cubs offense has been 15.1% more than this Cardinals offense here over the last 3. Cardinals offense only has a .412 on base slugging percentage over its last 3. Let's take the Cubs in a 4-2 victory over the Cardinals. All right, Phillies and Rockies. We got Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies, 2.75 ERA versus Tyler Black. Has an average of 6.55 ERA over his last game. He's been pretty yucky, even though I'm going to go ahead and go under the total. That's because this Rockies offense has totally been struggling. Rockies offense is 4.1% lower than their season average. They're also 8.1% lower in the runs scored, batting average, on base slugging, all of those statistical categories, 8% lower than the league average right now. Also only batting .205. So this would be one where the Phillies would have to score that 11 if they wanted to get to it. I'm going under the total here today. All right, Guardians and Angels at my favorite Angel Stadium. We have Allen on the mound, 4.4 ERA versus Sandoval, who has been kind of trashy all year, 4.59 ERA. I'm taking the Angels here on the money line. I have it a statistical tie, but that's just how it goes sometimes. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Angels here. Even though Sandoval has been kind of trashy, I don't know. Over his last 3, though, 2.37 ERA. So he's a bunch lower. Guardians offense right now just really isn't helping them, 2.18. Angels offense, they're batting 3.9% more than the Guardians over the last 3. Also, the Guardians offense, only a 216 average, and the Angels offense, 822 on base slugging. Let's go ahead and take the Angels at home in a close one. Even though Sandoval has that elevated ERA, I think he's going to do better than the short term. Marlins and Diamondbacks. Is this right? Oh my goodness. We're going to go ahead here and be over the total. Over the total. I feel like I didn't have a page that is printed out. Oh, there it is. I found it. Diamondbacks here at Chase Stadium. Marlins starting pitcher is Garrett. He doesn't have 3 starts yet this season. Goodness. I know he's getting close versus Mr. Gallen, who has. But again, so if I don't have Garrett that has at least 3 starts here, we're going to go ahead and look to the bullpen. We're going to play it like it's a bullpen game, because a lot of times if these, newer or fresher starters, they really don't stay in more than, 3-4 innings is usually kind of the case. That Marlins bullpen, 4.72 runs. That's going to help it, I think, get over the total here. Diamondbacks offense right now, 3% higher than what they had been. Capitalizing on opportunities, 5.67 runs per game over their last 3. All of those statistical categories, 11.5% higher than what it has been. And here we go. We got a wind forecast temperature park factor today, 8% higher today at Chase Field. So let's go ahead and go over the total. I have it coming in at 9. The Diamondbacks winning 6-3. All right, Houston versus the Oakland Athletics. Let's go ahead and go over the total in this one as well. I have it coming in as a 5-5 game. So putting up 10 runs, that's well over the 8. Even though we have Verlander on the mound, he, though, has only been, I don't know, 5.94 ERA over his last 3. Stripling, he's one of those that doesn't have those 3 starts. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the bullpen. 5.94 here for the ERA for the A's. Oh my goodness, the bullpen, 4.64 for the Astros. Everything is elevated in this game. And then also the Astros offense right now, they're getting it done. On base slugging, 0.822, 82%. Let's go. All right. The Yankees and the Padres. This one's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Let's take the Padres here. We're going to go ahead and take the Padres on that run line. That's right. We're going to take the plus 1.5 runs. Right now, you have Rodon for the Yankees, 2.45 versus Mr. U, who's been crushing it. He might only have a 0 ERA over his last 3 games. Padres just had a big showing there versus the Reds, putting up 7 runs. So let's go ahead and take the Padres in a low-scoring one. 3-2 today in this one. 3-2 Padres victory. Oh, goodness, you guys. That's all I have. Hopefully you guys have a good day, a good week. Let's keep crushing the books. Let's get it done. We'll see you guys later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.